Hey friends. All right, so you're gonna want to grab one pair of weights. You want 2 weights, same size for each of those, and I'm actually gonna go a little bit lighter for today's workout. So if you want to, you can have, let's say, 5 pounds and 8 pounds together, especially whenever we're doing rows, but we're gonna end up switching out from rows to a reverse fly. So you want to be able to get that reverse fly in. If we need to, you can bend elbows to bring it out to the side rather than a straighter arm here, just to transition. But we're working a lot of shoulders and backside together, so I do want you to be mindful of that. We don't want to go too heavy because we don't want to strain the neck, so just pay attention to that. At any time you can drop the weights completely or just pause your video and grab another set to drop down to a lighter weighted object. Okay, so go ahead and start your workout. We're going to warm up with some hand walkouts. I'll just turn sideways for you. You want to bend those knees slightly. Walk your hands out until you're in a plank position here, and then you walk it all the way back up. We're going to reach it up to the ceiling and take it back down. And walking it back, just like bending those knees, coming up. Take your time, especially if you feel like you get a little dizzy or lightheaded. You don't want to come up too fast. Reaching it up. And lower back down. We're going for one more of these. Warm up upper body. As you come down, I want you to drop those knees down. Relax those feet. We're going to lower down into a push-up. Watch that you're keeping the head up and you're not dropping down to the floor before the rest of your body. One more. Now, lift those knees up off the floor, walk it back, and we're going to come all the way up, open up, and stretch. Lower down. Okay, let's go ahead and grab your weights. So we're going to do palms out, and you're going to bring those elbows back and lower back down. So notice here, I'm not going to let my stomach droop down. I've got a pelvic tilt, pushing and straightening neutral spine, and pull those elbows straight back and lower. Two more. All right, bring those legs together slightly. You can come up if you need to, then resituate. Now we're going into reverse fly. Slight bend in the elbows. If that feels too heavy for the back side of the shoulders, then take the elbows out to the side. Still working the same muscles. You just don't have as much resistance with a straight arm going out to the side. So we're lowering it. And I'm just showing you in between how you can modify. Bring it down, stand it up. Work those shoulders out. All right, so I want you to bend over. We're gonna go palms out. You're gonna row up, bring it down, bring palms together, reverse fly. Bring those palms back out. We're just doing both of them, alternating. Taking your time, switching that hand position. You should feel scapula squeeze together as you pull those elbows back. Back side of the shoulders. Pretty much focusing on upper body today. Nice exhale as the heavy part of the exercise, the effort. Lift. One more. I want you to lower down, drop those weights, and we're gonna bend over. You're gonna do cat-cow in this position. So arch down to the floor. And then I want you to round it up to the ceiling and then lower back down. Stretch it out. We're going to do one more set. So I want to give you a little bit of a break in between because we will get shoulder burnout. They get really tired. One more stretch. And lower down. Come on up, we're gonna grab those weights again. And I'm gonna have you hip hinge, palms face forward. Get those shoulders rounded down and back, like this, round down and back. Elbows back, squeeze, and then out to the side. Show you out a little bit of an angle. Shin retraction. Try to get those traps out of the equation as far as like them right in the neck area right here, doing the work for you instead of your deltoids. So if you can get that lengthening from the back side of the neck, you'll help to try to take that out a little bit more. More. All right, release. We're going to lower one weight down. All right, so what we're gonna do is hold that weight from each side of the dumbbell. We're gonna go to the right side first. So keep in mind, come with me. The weight goes to the side, center, other side, and in front, okay? So to your right, center, left, and down. We're making a circle around the head, but watch the elbows. Keeping it in, nice and tight. Take it back to the left and down. Right, center, left, and down. Right, center, left, and down. Whatever you want to do. Standing still, moving around slightly. One more time around. Back, left, and down. So what we're going to do from here, we're just going to go straight up into a shoulder press. From the chest up overhead. Now, here's the biggest thing. Chin retraction, keeping the rib cage down. Nice exhale as you go overhead. Again, I kind of like to move around a little bit. You can actually bring one foot up and hold. This helps you not overarch the low back. Lower down. All right, so we're going into triceps here. And you're going to take that weight up and bend those elbows. Take the weight behind your head and straighten. Again, watch my elbows in close to my ears. We're not winging it out to the side here. Keep your head up, chin retraction. We don't want to look down at the floor. Last one up, lower it down. Give yourself a little bit of a break. Shake it out. All right, so we're gonna add those together. I want you to circle around the head. So we go one time to the, to the right, and center, to the left and front. Now press up, triceps, back overhead, bring it down to the right. Center, left and front, press it up, tricep back and down to the right. Center, left and lower, overhead, tricep, up and down. Keep it going. Keep those elbows tight. Shoulder press, tricep extension overhead. Back to center. And up, triceps, up and back down. Going around your head. Keeping your head in that nice, straight posture. Overhead, take that weight back over and down to the right again. Your shoulders should be feeling it. Up, tricep, up and down to the right. Center, left and down. Overhead, tricep back. We're almost there. You should feel a little tempo. You can always go at a pace that is comfortable to you. Lower it down. One more time around. Center, left, down. Overhead, tricep back, straighten and lower. All right. So what I'm going to do is just a little bit of movement for you in between when we switch to the other side. So tap to the side. Let's extend that arm across your body. We're opening those shoulders up. You can let it go a little low if you need to. Working it out. Getting a little movement in between. One more each side. All right. Now, go ahead and grab your single weight again. This time, we're going to the left. All right, so we start out with just circling around the head. Left, center, right, and lower in front. Left, center, right, lower down. Taking it around your head. Keeping those elbows nice and tight into the body. What is that doing? It's forcing you to use your triceps with that movement, keeping it nice and tight. Trying not to, when you go back overhead, let your head come forward or chin to chest. Try to keep it nice and tall. Center, right, and lower. Last time around, back and lower. All right, so we go straight into a shoulder press here. It's straight up and down. Elbows come down to the rib cage. Bicep squeeze by your ears as you go up. If you have any issues with your shoulders, you don't have to go to a complete straight arm full extension. You can go halfway if needed. So always listen to your body. Take that range of motion where it feels comfortable for you. Nothing should ever be painful. If it is, please modify that movement. Always message me if you need anything troubleshooted or try to figure out what's going on, or find a different movement that you can do. All right, so let's hold. Let's take it back to tricep. Elbows stay in by the ears. Almost there. Last time. Woo, lower that down. Give yourself a little break. those shoulders relax because we're about to add that all together. All right. We're going to the left, all right? So it's a circle around the head. To the left and center, right, lower, shoulder press, tricep back, back up, lower down, to the left, around the head, back down, shoulder press, tricep, and around the head again. Keeping those elbows in, shoulder, tricep, and down. Back around, up, and back. Lower it down. And down. Whoops, shoulder press. Sometimes I even get mixed up. Hopefully it didn't mess you up too much. To the right, straight up, back behind your head. Bring it down. Around the head, keeping those elbows tight. Straight up, bend those elbows, take that weight back. Around, a couple more. Lower, straight up overhead, bend, and down. Let's go, one more. In front, straight up, and tricep, up and lower. Take a little breather here. I'm gonna have you step it out. Let's just get some movement. A little push, tap it out. Taking a little break. All right, release. We're going back to our dumbbells. We're gonna do curls, but we're not staying there, okay? So, even if you feel like this feels super lightweight, we will be going overhead with this weight, so you may not want to change it out, all right? So we're just palms face out, straight up to the shoulders, and back down. You want a full extension. Take it all the way down. Elbows should straighten as much as possible. Let's do two more. Last one. All right, so what we're gonna do is we start out in this upward position, okay? Palms face your shoulders. We are going overhead and it rotates forward. And then we rotate the palms back to the shoulders, all right? This is an Arnold Press. You ready? Take it up overhead, lower back down. Elbows come down to the rib cage. You push the palms away from you, up overhead. Again, you can rotate and stop here. You don't have to go full overhead if that bothers you in any way. It will be challenging for your shoulders, and we're working them in a different way than we normally do. One more time. All right, bring it down. Now, what I want you to do is we're gonna go into a C curl. So we start out with our palms facing your body, and we curl the weights towards each other and bring them up to the shoulders, and we lower back down, okay? So we're gonna do those, curl it up, and down. Palms stay facing your body the entire time. Working another angle of the biceps. One more. All right, so we're gonna go from this up into our Arnold Press and come back down and curl down. So our palms face our body through this movement and then rotate forward as we go overhead. and then bring it back down. All right, you ready? C curl. Press overhead, bring it back down. Chin retraction. Nice and tall. You're still activating your core, your abdominal wall, as you go overhead with these weights. If at any time you need to drop your weights that you have and go down to a lower weight, maybe you've been using 8s or 10s, and you want to drop down to a lighter weight, you can. Like I said, we're doing a lot of shoulders back to back, so I opted for the lighter weight for the whole workout. Let's go one more time. I'm going to give you a little breather here. We're going to set the weights down because we're going to add something else to that. But I'm going to have you just step back, take those arms up by the ears, and bring it forward. We're just going for a little bit of stretch. At the same time, just giving your shoulders an active stretch and a break from using weights. Nice exhale. We're going to do one more. All right. Now, I want you to grab those because we're adding something else. So, follow along. We're doing that C curl. Curl it up. We're going Arnold Press overhead. This time, we take it around and lower down. Bring those weights in front of you again. C curl. Arnold Press. Take it out to the side. Arnold Press. Lower it down. You want to control those weights as they come down. But if you need to, and that is bothering your neck in any way, doing this motion, you can just come back down from that press and down, okay? Out to the side. Curl. Arnold Press. Take it out. We rotate those palms out and then back towards your body. Overhead. Out to the side. Overhead. We have 2 more. Nice and controlled. Last one. All right, you get to drop those weights. It is time to stretch it out. So I want you to grab that straight arm, pull it towards your body, not directly on the elbow joint, either above it or below it. Now, push that shoulder down. Take the opposite ear to the opposite shoulder. Nice deep breath. Feel that stretch, it's coming down, medial shoulder. Now, your ears to the shoulder, you're looking towards me. I want you to look towards the floor. And that stretch goes down the scapula of this open arm here. Release the head and release the arm. Let's switch to the other side. All right. Ear to opposite shoulder here. Hold. You should feel that right through that middle shoulder. Our shoulders have 3 separate deltoids. That's what makes up this round shoulder muscle. We have the anterior, medial, and posterior, so it's a front, middle, and back of the muscles that we have worked all of them today. So now take that head to the side. I want you to rotate and look down to the floor. You may notice you're tighter on one side than the other. It's typically because we you know, may hold tension in one side. It's a lot of times your dominant side that you're tighter on. Not always, but the majority of the time. So spend a little bit more time stretching that area. Release the head, release the arms. Let's take the hands back behind you, and we're going to open the front of the shoulders and chest area. I hope you enjoyed today's workout. We focused on upper body. We didn't do any lower body exercising today. Give yourself a little bit of a break. We almost always combine upper body and lower body together. Release. Just reach up overhead. We're getting lat stretch right here. And lower. Take it to the other side. Reach up. Last time. All right, give yourself a pat on the back. Make sure you're drinking plenty of water, you're staying hydrated, you're moving throughout the day so that you can help work out that muscle soreness. Have a great one.